Hi, you are watching a series on continuous reliability scans, and now we will be talking about the planning. So here is a planning proposal that was made before 15.10 started. This was made as soon as we knew the new headcount for the composition analysis team, and basically made on the expectation that there will be something to deliver for 15.11 for dependency scanning and 16.0 for container scanning. This is aligned with the OKR that we initially designed for this quarter. But unfortunately, we already know this is something that is not very realistic because we are 2 weeks in 15.10 and nothing has been started yet. The team is still heavily focused on completing the work on license scanner, and only a few engineers have started to jump out of that project, and it's likely that we will start this by next week, but we are basically already 2 weeks late. This is also showing the confidence level that is reused from the previous video. And there is no detail on the level of efforts. This is not representative. This is just a very quick draft that we made at the time to highlight the dependency between the different tasks. But at the time and still today, we haven't yet refined nor done the planning breakdown, for those main epics. So it's very difficult to be predictable in planning. Now, the current draft that I'm working on is a bit more representative about the amount of work that needs to be achieved. As you can see, we are now expecting to push things down to 16.0 for dependency scanning and 16.1 for container scanning. What we really want to start by next week working on is the proof of concept. This will tell us where we want to do the matching logic. And basically, the two choices we have is to either move that into the Raise application or to leverage the brand new infrastructure that we spend up for the license scanner, the new license scanner. So we have to wait for that proof of concept to be completed before we can really start working on storing advisories for dependency scanning, advisories for container scanning, and the matching logic for dependency scanning. Also, you can quickly see there the sequential aspect about having things done first in dependency scanning before they can be started in container scanning. As we go through the breakdown, we will be able to subdivide that and to optimize the starting date for a few of those parts. But so far, this is a more conservative approach on the planning that highlight this level of dependency. The other part that we want to start right ahead in 15.10 is the S-bomb work. There is very little things left to be done in dependency scanning, but there might be some database changes. So that's why, again, I'm more conservative and put that into the beginning of 15.11 for completion, because we know that database review usually takes more time, and it's not 100% sure that we will be achieving that in the next 2 weeks. On the same page for container scanning, because again, there is one part in the CI job that we're fairly confident in shipping, but storing things in the database might require additional changes to the schema. And same things, it might take more time to be reviewed and merged in the main project. The other part that we have already completed, actually, Mike Eddington already completed that spike for the advisories. This is a very interesting work. We are not yet sure if we will be able to leverage that immediately for the MVC, or if it will be more for the longer term. Someone will have to take over the work for in our group and figure that out. It might also be heavily influenced by the result of the proof of concept, because if we do things in the raise monolith, it's less likely that we can leverage this new stack because they're a very brand new technical component that might not fit into the usual deployment of our Omnibus project. But if we have the opportunity to do that rather into the new infrastructure that we develop for the new license scanner, we will have more flexibility into using new components. So again, there is no much more that we know today. We have to leave the team working through the planning breakdown and refining those epics so that we have a better idea about what needs to be done for those big parts and when we can further optimize the start date. Also, we haven't yet identified a quicker path, more iterative path to demonstrate and ship something to the users as before the end of the whole project. This is something I also highlighted in the previous video, but we will try to challenge the team. If you have any suggestions, feel free to suggest them to us. They are very welcome. So hopefully by in the next 2 weeks, when I'll be back from PTOs, I will be able to share more about this planning, and stay tuned if you want to know more about when we expect to achieve that. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.